I have been watching Tanika's Two Cents when I get a chance, and I saw her coverage about how Sarah Boone wanted information about the sale of the marital home. And I thought I would bring up a Sarah Boone letter that came to my mind as soon as I saw her request information. This is from 10/1/2022. To whom it may concern. I am writing in regards to a summons I received on 9/27/2022 for federal home loan mortgage versus Brian C. Boone. My name is also included. I am not involved, included, or interested in any of the foreclosure proceedings or dealings with this lawsuit. I am divorced from Brian C. Boone and have been since 2017. In our marriage dissolution agreement, I signed my rights and name were removed from said mortgage. I have not lived in the house located at, I removed it even though it's sold, since the divorce, nor paid or contributed in any way toward this mortgage. My name and all affiliation was released, making me no party to this now and future. Except Sarah Boone is now wanting to know about it. Sarah Boone wants to know how much money Brian ended up getting when it was sold, so she can try to get some of it. After speaking to former husband regarding receiving the summons, I was told everything is taken care of and will be up to date on Monday, October 3rd, 2023. He is the one working on whatever needs to be done for the account to be current and or correct. Again, I have nothing to do with this or however former husband Brian C. Boone and the mortgage company are handling. Please remove my name so I am no longer included in this matter. In the meantime, my former husband stated he is contacting the court and mortgage company to provide the aforementioned information so they can send confirmation letters stating my removal from this and everything therein. Thank you for your cooperation. Please send notification my letter as being received so I am aware the court, etc. is aware of my timely response. Should any questions or concerns arise, please let me know. Sarah Boone. And this all got settled, by the way. It got settled really quickly, but not before we got this letter. So, I would not be shocked if Sarah tries to keep pressing anything about that house, which there's already an objection from my understanding, so it's probably not going to go anywhere. But honestly, this could have been included. This really could have been included, because this is Sarah saying, I have nothing to do with it now, I have nothing to do with it in the future, I didn't pay on it, I am no party. She is telling a court of law this, and now, when she's trying to get alimony while serving life in prison, she suddenly is very interested in it. How much money? Complete and utter nonsense. Now, I will say, you might be wondering, why am I not covering the Sarah Boone divorce, alimony, settlement documents like Tanika is? I could, but to be honest, I have still been focusing on the gaming channel, even though, you know, I could be doing the Sarah Boone stuff, but she covers it really, really well and really, really thoroughly, so that's available to all of you there. I think I would rather wait unless there's like a big change in that case or something extra like this that just pops into my mind and I'm like, wait a second, because I think this is interesting. But I definitely want to do a video on the conclusion of that case, right? Because I think everyone's going to be interested in what is that conclusion. And yes, I am still daily checking the Sarah Boone dockets. I am still checking a bunch of other case dockets for things I'm interested in. I am still trying to check multiple times a day for anything involving Lori Vallow. I'm doing all of that while this is going on. And as saying Lori Vallow, I believe we're like 3 days before she should be in court again. I don't know if it's remotely, but she should be in court again because they have to start planning things for the next trial. Because remember, her next trial is end of May, beginning of June. And that trial we already do have some information for. It is still going to have a delay. There's going to be a witness that we aren't going to be able to see because they work undercover. I don't know if we'll be hearing audio or if they'll cut the feeds entirely. We'll have to see about that. A lot of people are like, well, they could just play the audio because they played the audio in the other trial. But my issue with that is, unless they actually, or like zoom in on like a screen or a logo, my worry is they'll probably cut the feed, or at the very least completely cover the video so it's a black screen. Because what if that camera gets shifted and shows their face? If it shows their face, there is no going back, right? It's like the same, you can't put the genie back in the bottle. You can't close that door once it happens. So I fully expect that we're probably going to get a pure black screen at best. At worst, they're going to probably put maybe do his questioning at the end of the day and then just cut the feed early, and we'll have to deal with Twitter stuff. But I believe Nate Eaton's probably going to be there, and his coverage is amazing. A bunch of other people are there in person, so we get all sorts of different reactions there, and I can still cover what is said. It seems like they're the cell phone expert, so that's going to be mostly, cell phone tracking stuff, which I will say would be a shame if we can't see the actual tracking on the live stream, right? Like if we could get a zoom in of just that tracking location, it would really make things a lot more clear to people at home. But of course, the point of the court isn't for us, it's for the jury to be able to see all the evidence and decide. So I still think we're probably going to get a black screen or just have it cut off. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it. I think I've basically covered everything. I will say, for anyone interested, I think I'm kind of done with Oblivion content for now because they haven't been updating the game, and that's kind of an issue for me. But I've been playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Really French. That's the only way I can describe it. The game is so French. It's a really good game. Really good game. It's just very weird. Not because it's French, it's just a weird game in general, but I just wasn't prepared for how French it was immediately when you join in to like play. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'm debating on this. I might take my daily videos at some point for Lori Vallow and do a single video, render them all into one big video, because I know some people like to have like a long playlist in the background for like if you're doing chores or whatever and you don't like it skipping between videos, have to press the next button, are you still watching, that type of stuff. I know a lot of people like that. I did that with Sarah Boone coverage at one point, so I think I might do that with just my Charles Vallow trial, condense all of that into one mega video and upload that as like a solid chunk. I don't know how long that would actually be, but it'd be a few hours. And then if you're coming in for the next trial and you're trying to play catch up and you don't know about the previous trial, at least the Arizona previous trial, then that would be a way to play catch up there or refresh your memory. I might work on that this week. I'm not sure. But we'll see. But again, I want to thank everyone for watching, everyone that subscribes, everyone that joins the membership, even though I know there's been a lack of videos in the last few weeks. I've tried to cover the important bits. Anyone who's done like the buy me a coffees and all that, I appreciate all of you, and I will see you in the next video.